that's it, you know? So that's it. The cupboard's are bare. The cupboard's are bare. The well is dry. These last 2 weeks, I haven't been able to find anything at the garage sales. A manic depression has set in. I've hit rock bottom. You know, I love to do this show and I love to be involved with the community. But if I have nothing to bring to the table, I feel like, you know, there's no sense of even getting on the camera. You know, I feel like a failure. I feel like I've let you guys down. I let the show down. This is supposed to be the greatest show in the history of human civilization. But, you know, I can't just get on here and turn on the camera. It's a wonder I even remember how to turn on the camera. It's been so long. And I got a message from Mike Gardner the other day. And he's like, you know, yo, bro, what's going on? What happened to you? Where you been? You know? I've been avoiding everybody. I've been avoiding friends, family. You know, I feel like, you know, I feel like a drug addict going through withdrawals. But then I got a phone call. I got a phone call from my buddy Phil. And he says, hey, you know, his brother used to work at a local beer distributor. And he knows a guy who has some old video games, and he thinks, you know, he might be willing to sell them. So I call the number, and sure enough, the guy says, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send, you know, some of my workers over to my house, and they're going to get the stuff down. And then you can swing by, you know, I forgot what time it was, but you can swing by and come check it out. So that's what I did. And I went there, and basically what he had an Atari 2600 and a big box of games. And I said to him, I said, you know, to be honest with you, we already have the Atari 2600. I said, but you know, well, how much would you want for the games? And it was, let me show you over here. So, so here we go. I went over there. He had this big box of games there, and you know, this is tough because how do you judge how many games are in here? You know, I don't know. Can you guys figure it out by the size of that box? I don't know. I would guess that. I don't even know what I'd guess at. I'd say maybe 70 games. That would be my guess. I still don't know. We just got back with the box. But I said to the guy, you know, I said, well, you know, how much do you want for it? He goes, well, how much do you want to give me? And I said, I shot him what I felt was a low ball figure. I figured, okay, maybe there's like 70 games in here. So in general, I'm willing to pay 50 cents a game for this. So I was like, I'll give you $30. And the guy was like, he was kind of like, And I said, you know something, I got to be honest with you. A lot of people think that Atari games, you know, are worth a lot of money. I said, honestly, they're really not. And if you want, you could look on eBay or whatnot. But I said, I feel that $30 is what I'm willing to pay for it. So he's like, all right, take it. So here we go. I'm not sure how many games, but we'll go through them, and I'm gonna blast through these. But before I do that, I'm gonna make myself more comfortable. Okay. Let's blast through these games. Now this is awesome because, you know, my history with the Atari 2600 is virtually non-existent. So, you know, I don't have any real fancy stories for any of these games and whatnot. So we're gonna blast through them. You know, like I said in earlier videos, you know, I grew up with a ColecoVision, and you know, Atari was something that I bumped into through relatives and stuff like that as a kid. Never owned one until, I mean, what, about not even a year ago when we started the show. So let's go here. All right. I'm going to adjust this light because my lighting's been really bad lately. Especially when I'm showing games and whatnot. I don't know if that's any better. It's kind of direct light. Probably makes me look like a ghoul. Hold on. Alright. There we go. Okay. Here we go. We got Enduro, skiing. This is a game that I used to play as a kid, because skiing's a pretty decent game. Home run, golf, Stampede, Street Racer, Jungle Hunt. I remember my buddy Steve and Benji used to have an Atari, and one of the games they had was Jungle Hunt. And I remember Benji used to play Jungle Hunt all the time. Okay. E.T. Night Driver. Here's a game that my partner at work says he used to play all the time. Night Driver. He says he used to play as a kid. He'd turn out all the lights in his room before he went to bed, and he played Night Driver. I'll probably wind up giving this to him. Coconuts. Freeway. Laser Blast. Superman. Demons to Diamonds. Alright, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see here. Okay. Circus Atari. What we'll do is we'll put these in stacks of 15. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And now I'd say the condition of these games vary anywhere from you know, from poor, like this Mega Mania, to, you know, very good. Another E.T. Ice hockey. Missile Command. Adventure. Atlantis, Haunted House, Keystone Capers, Telegames, Stationary Targets, Moving Targets, and Single Target. Gorf, classic shooter for ColecoVision. Dodge'em, Cosmic Arc, Chopper Command, Flag Capture, Outlaw, Tennis, Trick Shot, Pac-Man. From what I understand, Pac-Man, it's not a very good version of the game for Atari. At least that's what I've heard. Star Voyager, Super Breakout, Star Master, Space Jockey, Atari Real Sports Soccer, Pitfall, Spider Fighter, Video Pinball, Barnstorming, Phoenix, Maze Craze, Casino, I tell you what, I'm guessing at where the 15 mark is here, I'm not doing too bad. Okay. Okay. Here we go. ASC Battle. Pole Position. Star Raiders. You know, funny story about Pole Position. I used to play this game with my buddy Chris Slay, and I could remember like going to his house, and it was like after school, and I can remember like the sun going down, and it was just that feeling about like dinner time's almost there, I better get home, but we're playing Pole Position, and I remember after playing Pit Stop for ColecoVision. I'm sorry. My memories of the Atari 2600 was just like, these games were just a disappointment. And I know a lot of you have a very special place in your heart for the Atari 2600, but I got to be honest with you, when you had a ColecoVision, I mean, anytime you played an Atari, it was a letdown. I mean, you played a driving game like Pit Stop, where you can, pull into a pit stop, change your tires. you know, put gas in the car, and then you played pole position, and it was like, you know, serious letdown. But anyway, you know, just brings back memories as a kid, you know. I can remember that feeling like I had to get home for dinner, but you were having so much fun playing, and, you know, maybe you would get yelled at, who knows. But, pole position. Riddle of the Sphinx. Sword Quest, Earthworld. Video Olympics. Robot Tank. Championship Soccer. Real Sports Volleyball. Venture. Video Checkers. Millipede. Amador. Berserk. Super Breakout. Okay. You know what? That should be a contest. That should be a contest. How many? You know something? We're gonna do that as a contest. That's a contest. We're gonna see how many video game, like how many Atari games you can hold with one hand. That's gonna be a contest. And then we'll do it like, come on. Hang on, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. Whoa. That's the contest. Okay. Whoever can hold the most Atari games with one hand will get a very special prize from BITHEAD1000. That's a contest. Alright, before you guys fall asleep, let's continue. Okay. Journey Escape. We have this game already. Defender. Wizard of War. Donkey Kong. Space War. Oh hell, we'll do it with all video games. We'll do it with Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games. We'll see who's the champion at holding, you know, like Sega Genesis games in one hand. The biggest stack of Sega Genesis games in one hand. I'd love to see that. But for now, the contest is Atari games. How many Atari games can you lift with one hand? And let's even say that you got to hold it for 10 seconds. There you go. You're gonna get a killer prize. Okay. Skyjinx. Atari Raiders of the Lost Ark. It'd almost be like a strongman contest for nerds. You've like you you could be like the Magnus Vern Magnuson of nerds. Space Invaders. Skyjinx again. Star Wars. Vanguard. Now I'm excited. I was so bummed out when I started this show. Now I'm super duper excited. Warlords. That's the beauty of doing this show. Superman. Without the artwork on the stick. Qbert. Who doesn't like Qbert? Venture. Okay. How much time do you got for this one? You got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks from today. Okay. Let me tell you something. I'm just guessing at what 15 is over here. I'm not really paying attention, but I'm nailing it every time. You know? All right. I'm a real Rain Man. Here we go. Riddle of the Sphinx. I think we had that one in there before. Combat. We got another skiing here. Crystal Castles. Kaboom. That's it. Strongman names too, like Magnus Vern Magnavox. That's right. You see that? You gonna, if you win that contest, you'll get a strongman name related to the game system cartridge that you're holding up. And I'll probably need a little help from you guys on that one. Trick Shot. Another Asteroids. Another Gorf. Street Racer. Telegames Tilt, Bonus Balls, and Rollovers. Another Dodgem. Another ET. Could always use another ET. Real Sports Tennis. Okay. Combat. Othello. Here's a game that they cranked out on like every game system has an Othello somewhere. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Chopper Command. Breakout. Telegame's Hyperspace and Thrust Control. Junior Pac-Man. Canyon Bomber. Pitfall. Pitfall. Frogs and Flies. Space Attack. And another Asteroids. So there you go. Alright. Alright. And here we go. So we got 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 1, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100 games. Can you believe that? 100 games. 100 Atari games for $30. What does that break down to? 33.333333 cents a piece. What do you think? I'm satisfied with that. I'm happy about that. And it's Atari games. I mean, how much cooler can you get? I mean, it's like the start. The start of it all. It's what brings us all to where we are right now. Think about that. But anyway, so I was going to sit here and bitch about, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the garage sales are concerned. I was going to sit here and cry to you guys about how I don't want to go back to the thrift stores. I was going to sit here and tell you guys how we reached the peak of the garage sailing season 2 weeks ago. But you know what? I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. So what we're excited about right now is the brand new BITHEAD 1000 contest. How many Atari games can you hold with one hand for 10 seconds? You got 2 weeks and you're going to get a killer prize. The winner's going to get, the prize isn't the exciting part. You're going to get your very own title or name, your strongman name. And you can sit there and you can brag to all your buddies about that. Because in this life, things like that are all that's important. So there you go, BITHEAD 1000. I'll see you guys next time.